Hello everybody, welcome to the Studios, my name is Magnus, and this year, 2026, marks the 15-year anniversary of Ninjago, which is absolutely insane. It's pretty crazy that this one theme has lasted for 15 years now. It's absolutely insane. And now, I wanted to make a video celebrating the anniversary, but I kind of had a hard time figuring out what kind of video I should make to celebrate the occasion. But then I thought to myself, even though Ninjago has repeated itself a lot of times, sometimes there are some sets from the theme that are kind of unique. Basically a type of set from the theme that we have not seen before, or a set that basically stands out for being kind of unique. So in this video I'm basically going to be looking at the top 10 most interesting and unique Ninjago sets. And now it was kind of hard finding 10 sets from Ninjago that kind of sticks out, but I think I've managed to find 10, which is a very good thing. So let's get into this. So the first set that we have is set number 70726, the Destructoid from Season 3 Rebooted. So this is a very interesting machine. It's basically a trade vehicle that kind of that basically has arms sticking out on the side, which is kind of interesting. It almost makes it look like a rolling mech kind of. Now I actually don't really know if this can be considered a mech, even with the mech-like arms, but it is kind of a unique vehicle because it has mech arms and it's a trail vehicle. So because of that, I definitely think that this set stands out a lot. The next set we have is set number 2506, the Skull Truck. So this right here is a set from the pilot season, and this set is crazy. Like, just look at this thing. Like, this is basically supposed to be kind of like a monster truck, and when have we gotten in our monster truck in Ninjago? I actually don't even know if we've gotten in our monster truck from Ninjago. So because of that, this set kind of sticks out for being like the only monster truck in Ninjago. And well, it is basically a very giant monster truck with a giant skull head at the front that can actually chomp, which is actually very cool. So because we haven't really seen in our monster truck from Ninjago, as far as I can tell, I definitely do think that the skull truck deserves to be on this list. The next set we have is set number 9457, the Fangpire Wrecking Ball. So this right here is, to my knowledge, the only crane in Ninjago. And I do actually kind of love the design of this wrecking ball. I love the two treads on the side, and I do love the snake head that is basically shared across all of the sets from Season 1 Rise of the Snakes, or at least the ones that are villain based. I do think the snake head does look very cool, and the actual wrecking ball does actually look very cool as well. So yeah, I definitely do think that the Fangpire Wrecking Ball deserves to be on this list because we of course have not seen in our Wrecking Ball from Ninjago since this one. Moving on, we have set number 70735, the Ronin Rex from Season 5 Possession. So this set right here is kind of interesting because this set right here is actually focused on a side character. This set is basically focused on Ronin, which is actually kind of interesting to see. But the actual ship itself does actually look very unique. Like, there hasn't been like another flying vehicle from Ninjago that looks like this. I mean, it does look very similar to Jango Fett or Boba Fett's starship from Star Wars, of course. But I do think that it's also very cool that this has a Airditsu flyer integrated into it as well. I do think that's actually a nice touch. So yeah, I definitely do think that Ronin's Rex kind of deserves to be on this list because it's actually a set that is based on, or that is focused on, rather, a side character. I definitely think that makes this set kind of unique. Now, I kind of have a feeling that I kind of have to include the other Ronin focused set that we've gotten, which is set number 70592, the Salvage Mech. So, even though we've gotten a lot of mechs from Ninjago, this one also does stand out. Not only because it's, well, a mech that is focused on a side character, but actual design is kind of cool. I love the front cockpit piece. I do love how it's supposed to represent a Kendo helmet. That's very cool. Also, I do love the net launching function, and I do also love how there's a skateboard on the side. That's kind of cool too. And I do also love the Skullkin mech that is included as well. So yeah, even though we've seen plenty of mechs from Ninjago before, this is definitely the mech that stands out the most of all of them. Next up, we have set number 71748, the Catamaran Sea Battle from Season 14 The Island. So this set stands out because it's a catamaran battle, and well, we haven't really gotten any catamarans from Ninjago before or since this set released. So this set kind of sticks out for having catamarans, and I do think that catamarans themselves do look cool. Like Kai's catamaran does actually look kind of cool, but I also do love the Keeper's catamaran. That actually does look very cool as well. So I definitely do think that this set should be on the list because it's the only time we've gotten a catamaran from Ninjago. The next set we have is a much more recent set. This is set number 71756, the Hydro Bounty. So this is really the only time we've gotten a submarine from Ninjago, and well, it is basically supposed to be a underwater Disney's bounty, which I do think is very cool. I do love the design of this. I do love the giant panel that has in the front, which can store the smaller submarines included in the set. I think that's very cool. And I do love how you get all of the Scuba Ninja in this set. I am very happy to see that. But I do kind of feel like I need to include this set because, well, we haven't really gotten another submarine from Ninjago, or at least not one that looks like this one. The next set we have is set number 70603, the Wade Zeppelin from Season 6 Skybound. So this right here is the only Zeppelin that we've gotten in Ninjago, and I do think that kind of makes this set stand out a lot. Well, I do love the hot air balloon at the top, and I do think the actual ship does look a bit barren, but at least you can put some minifigures there. That's very cool. I do love the cannon at the front, though Zane's vehicle is kind of bad, but because this is really only a Zeppelin that we've gotten in Ninjago, this set, without a doubt, needs to be on this list. The second to last set we have is set number 71719, Zane's Mino Creature from Season 13 Master of the Mountain. So this right here is kind of an interesting beast because we have seen a lot of dragons from Ninjago, but I do not think we have seen a Mino Creature before or since this set. And I do love how it's supposed to be like a Rhinosaurus, and I do love how they decided not to make this Rhinosaurus completely white. And well, you can remove all of the white pieces and basically turn into a regular giant Rhinosaurus if you wanted to. So because of that, I definitely do think that this set had to be included in this video. And the last set that we're gonna look at today is set number 70638, the Katana B11 from Season 8 Sons of Garmadon. So I believe that this right here is the only boat that we have gotten from Ninjago. Well, unless you count the catamarans, of course. But this one does look very cool. I love how sleek it looks. And I do also love the hidden spring-loaded cheaters that can be brought out. I do think that's a very cool play feature. So because this is really the only speedboat that we've gotten from Ninjago, I definitely do think that this is a very, very interesting and unique Ninjago set. And it would be cool if we actually got in our boat, because that would definitely be very, very cool. And that was it. Those were 10 very, very unique and interesting Ninjago sets. And well, maybe there might have been some other Ninjago sets that do kind of stand out, but I just wanted to look at types of sets that has not been done from the team ever again. But maybe some of these concepts will come back one day. That would definitely be very, very cool. But anyways, that's the first video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to us exclusive YouTube, and hit that bell notification button so that you can know if I know I'll upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.